Hey everyone, so I'm going to explain some advantages to arriving early to campus and doing research before the games and tailgates. Now, this is more so for sporting events, especially college football, but some of this can be applied for concerts as well. I do think that arriving early for the games is more beneficial than arriving early for the concerts. Reason being is there's more to see with the tailgate scene and warm-ups. Musicians are not normally like practicing where you can like hear them a lot of times. So, all right. So advantages to arriving early to the venue. Point number one, you can avoid a lot of traffic by getting to the venue early. You know, it seems obvious, but it needs to be pointed out because people will always show up right on time and deal with the hassle of traffic. So you have to decide if you want to be one of those spectators who's going to be in a traffic jam for 3 miles outside the stadium, or if you're going to be one of those people who's going to be getting there early, relaxing, having a good time, and taking in the game day scene. All right, point number two, it's easier to park. Parking runs out a lot of times for events. There are less choices to park when you don't go to the event early. The more choice you have for parking, a lot of times can result in less money that you have to pay. Especially if you don't have a parking pass or prepaid parking for an event, this can really help you out. Point number three, it helps your mindset and overall game experience when you know that you're already parked and on campus early, enjoying things instead of being stressed out in traffic, wishing you had left a few hours early. Now, it is important to note that there are times when you are unable to be able to get to the game early, such as, prior commitments, unexpected events, or if you're doing a combination trip and trying to get to another game the same day. Sometimes it's not possible to get there to the event early. So there are things that come up unexpectedly like that. So if this is a unique place that you're going to, such as a non-conference matchup, you're traveling with your team to a venue and chances are you're never going to go there again. They don't happen very often. So take advantage of the opportunity. Go see that cool landmark that you've heard about or seen on TV. Go to that iconic restaurant that you wouldn't normally be able to go to if you didn't get there early. Basically what I'm saying is you should take in as many of the sites beforehand and have a plan for what you want to do while you're there. Have a handful of things that you would want to do. It doesn't have to be an ultra specific, plan, but you can try to go to as many things that you can as time permits. You don't want to be wasting valuable time trying to figure out what to do as opposed to having a few different options to choose from. Getting to experience the pregame hype is great, and you can avoid lines to get into the game. Let me tell you, when you're excited about a game, waiting in a massive line can be so frustrating. I love the anticipation and hype of the game sometimes just as much as the actual game. The possibilities with a big-time matchup are exhilarating. Watching teams prepare when you can feel the electricity in the air is awesome. Then it's a whole nother adrenaline rush during the game. Just letting you know, some sort of delays are going to happen almost always. In my experience, it's around 75% of the time something unexpected delays you. Try to minimize these delays the best you can. Two of my biggest tips that I have when you do arrive early: make sure that you have a rechargeable battery or plan to make sure that your phone is charged. Make sure you have a plan for how you're going to eat and stay hydrated during warm temperature games or stay warm in cold weather games. You can refer back to my other video, Approach for Food on Game Day, for more information on that as well. Now, no one is perfect with arriving exactly when you want to and plan to. I've arrived later tons of times, getting to the games later than I would have liked. Everyone has preferences and priorities as well. Some take it as a social aspect, and I get that. And I'm just highlighting some of the takes that I have on game day in regards to time approach as a spectator. These are just my opinions, but hopefully it helps some of y'all out. And hey, if you like this, please hit the like button. It would be much appreciated. It's also free to subscribe. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday for tips for your trips.